Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 17 of Broadcast UGC. I'm Galactrix, and I'm joined today by my co host, Duke of Rock.
Hello again, folks.
Hey. And also, we've got Captain PF Dennis and Phil Bones with us.
Hello, everybody.
Hey.
Hi.
Hello, hello. And today we are playing Respect for Your Elders by Captain PF Dennis. So we are at Starfleet Academy ready to start the mission. So can you tell us a little bit about the mission, Captain PF Dennis?
Well, tell you the truth, it all started right here with Jeffrey Scharf, who we're going to go talk to right now. The bartender at the 602 Club. I kept seeing him every time I came down to Starfleet Academy and said, you know, he's like the Boothby of this Starfleet Academy. Right. The guy that everybody knows. He looks over all the new cadets coming through. So I started to dream up this little thing about Jeffrey Scharf, the bartender. And I was looking for a different mission to write. You know, I wanted to write something lighter, something maybe a little funny, or I'm usually pretty serious with my plots and little morality plays, but this one I just wanted to fool around. Just do something different for a change.
Looking forward to it then. Okay, let's go around to the 602 Club then. So I'll walk over here. And Duke, you're back on the show. You were last on in episode 3, I think. That was way back.
Yeah, with the Leviathan's mission.
Mm-hmm.
We actually had a while.
We actually had Leviathan on last week. We should have delayed it, and then we could have had a big reunion show.
Yeah, I'm honored to be doing one of Captain PF Dennis's mission. He's a good friend, and I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you.
I have not yet played this full mission, so I am looking forward to it.
Mm-hmm. And Phil Bones was about to review this mission as well, so we invited him along to join us. You actually do. Are you still doing those review posts on starbaseugc.com?
I'm only just getting back into it, so they will be coming up in the next month or so again.
Looking forward to those. Those were good.
Had a bit of a break.
Okay, so we might take turns reading out the characters, but once we start off with a character, once we have a character that we're voicing, we might always, voice that character. So, if Admiral Quinn pops up, then I'll do an Admiral Quinn voice, and then if he pops up again, I'll do the same voice. And
gotcha.
Let's just go like that.
Tell you what, I'll read all the captain dialogue. I already separated it out with the yellow, out of character font anyway. Yeah. So
good.
Okay, let's talk to him.
All right.
So who's going to read this one out first? Who's going to be Jeffrey?
I'll be Jeffrey.
Okay.
It's about time. You think I'm screwing around? Let's get down to it then. Get behind this bar so we can talk softly. Here's the skinny. You know Admiral Nechayev? Of course you do. Anyway, she's got this granddaughter. She's in her 3rd year at the academy. Don't ask me how. Saying she's a scholar is like saying Jean-Luc Picard needs a hairstylist.
All right, go on.
Well, Daphne, that's her name. She was in the joint last night till we shut down. She was half in a gravity well when I came out from taking inventory and back. Had I known she was here, I would have cut her off. Gilbert, the new barkeep, had no idea who or what she was. The poor guy didn't know any better. This girl is in trouble.
Please get to the point.
Okay, geez. She ran off with some Lathian named Plasko. He's a real slime ball. He's mixed up in all matter of illicit activities. So is she, so they made a great team. Anyhow, no one has seen either of them since. I don't know what else to do but call upon one of you captains. You people have all kinds of ways to track people down. Face it, if you catch Romulan spies, surely you can track down one wild party girl.
I can contact a few people, but...
No, you don't get it. Nechayev herself is due to arrive tonight. Daphne has to be here or we're all going to have a very big problem.
Maybe you should have contacted the Admiral.
That's a joke, right? Oh well. When she asked me what happened and I mentioned that I asked for your help and you refused, I don't think she'll hold you responsible in any way.
Blackmail, Schaff? All right. Where do I even start? Do you know anything about this Lethian? Point me in some direction.
He runs a freighter, Tarkalian Sunrise, out in the Sirius sector between Riza and Andoria. That's all I know. It's only been 5 hours or so. They couldn't have gotten that far. Listen, you've got to keep this under your hat as much as possible. If Nechayev gets wind of this, we'll be running a freighter at the edge of fluidic space. Oh, he was handling a bottle of Rigelian Supuk. There should be DNA traces on it from both of them. Take it.
Understood, but you're gonna owe me, Schaff. Alright, so now we jump over.
Alright, it's behind the bar, cool.
Alright.
Well, it was one of the only entry points over here, so I kind of had to work that in.
That's so weird. I haven't actually seen any entry points on Academy before, apart from those holodecks.
Alright. We all in?
Yep.
Yep.
Alright, yes. Energize. Oh, sorry. Oh, well, you guys got that.
Tall guys always last.
Yeah, no, I'm just so used to running this. I just click the buttons. I read it 1,000,001 times already.
Right.
I know the
Yeah.
That's why I said I'll do other captain stuff, because I can whip right through it.
I really like the trailer you did for this mission as well.
Oh, thanks.
Captain, we've got to find her before the Admiral shows up, or it's both our necks.
I have a small quid pro quo, Captain.
I didn't realize Starfleet got involved in this kind of business. Have torpedoes. Fire!
You're traversing the plane of blood. You must beware the Salots and the fire sands, Captain. They will kill you.
That pop-up was extremely comical with the emoticons of the Cation there. Kept on... worked quite well.
Okay, we're here. Shall I set course for space dock, Captain?
I'm afraid not. We must leave the Sol system. Set course for open space. We're going on a wild goose chase. Send a message to that lieutenant. Let him know that we must reschedule. Don't volunteer any more information than that. I'll figure something out later. Helm, To the Sirius sector, full impulse.
Oh, right, so we have to move. I was just sitting still.
It's a race.
All right, Helm. Now that we're beyond the outer marker, let's go to warp. I don't want to slow down until we're just outside the Andor system. Andoria, warp 6.
We're nearly out, Captain. Which way am I going, sir?
Point is to Riser by way of Andoria to start.
So we're going to Riser now? Riser, okay.
Well, we're heading that way by Andoria. Begin
very
scanning
nice
for
map.
freighters. We're going after a freighter called Tarkalian Sunrise. She's being piloted by a man named Plasko. He has a passenger that we need to deliver back to Earth by tomorrow.
Let me guess. She's the Admiral's granddaughter, Nechayev.
Yes, but how did...
Okay,
Daphne?
bridge officer.
She's trouble, that one. Hey, Helm, did you hear about the time she planted the transporter tag on Professor Bankelt and had him beamed out of basic matter conversion?
You're not serious.
It's true, sir. I heard the poor man had to walk 3 miles through the Majav Desert before he was spotted by a passing shuttle.
How does she get away with this behavior?
Everyone is afraid to upset the Admiral, Captain.
I'm starting to see that. Anyway, just keep an eye out. Scan for any freighters in the area. Perhaps we'll get lucky and someone will know where the Tarkalian Sunrise was headed. Maybe this won't take too long.
Ah, I see a flashing beacon thingy. Those are always good.
Very nice map here, Dennis.
Yeah, I'm admiring it. Very nice.
Yeah, I'm just going to bring down my UI so we can all see the map on the live stream. There you go. Because I have a pretty huge UI blocking everything all the time.
Right.
There you go. Planets. We're all moving at warp. There's a big ringed one over there. I like ringed planets.
Yeah, I don't use them too often. Once in a while. Because they're so big, you know?
This is true.
You don't have any that are really tight around the planet, you know?
It's hard to position them sometimes. I had to do it on that one. Very nice on the warp effect. I like it. Very sharp.
Yeah, as long as they're in that same direction. To cross them if you're perpendicular to them is a little messy. You know? So you can't use them that often unless you're flying.
I have never
straight.
tried them. I'm going to have to do that on one of these next missions I start making.
It's a moving star field. You have like 4 or 5 choices. You're actually a map setting.
Gotcha.
Where'd the cloud
That's
effects
good.
come from? Was that in the custom map?
Which one?
The greeny, purpley cloud
The
effect. Is
nebula
that part of the
thingies in
custom
front
map?
of us.
Oh yeah, they're all nebulas. I tend to try to use the same colors if I can. I don't like to mix it up too much because then it just looks like you threw everything in there just to do it. So this one I think I stuck with mostly yellow ones and maybe 1 or 2 purple or red ones, but I kept it light.
It's a good color coordination. I like it.
Okay, so dialogue.
Oh, is this my pop
Yeah, no.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm doing all
Everyone's
the
waiting for me. I'm
captions,
just
so,
chatting away. Captain, I've just picked up a freighter on long-range scans. I can't identify her yet. Sir, we need to be much closer.
You heard that, Helm. Close in.
Just imagine you guys waiting for me to read the pop-up, not going, ooh, pretty stuff.
Wow.
Pretty stars.
It isn't the right freighter. She's called the Ordrid's Bastion. According to our database, she's our Persian runner, sir?
Per
My
diem.
pronunciation is shocking. Per diem.
Plotted-
Per diem.
Plot and intercept course.
Okay, I hailed it. Now talk to the thing. Ooh,
My bad.
it's
Who wants-
Tannerite, I think. Maybe I'll do this one. I don't know if I could do this one. The voice you did in the trailer was really funny. I can't match that, but here.
Oh, I couldn't either. I did that with Audacity.
Okay. Oh, come now, not again. Why do you guys keep stopping me? I'm going to lose my job if I'm late again. You Starfleet types are supposed to be protecting us, not harassing us.
We just need to ask you a few questions.
I knew it. I don't know anything about him, Starfleet. He just asked me for passage home to Vulcan. I needed the Latinum. Whatever he's into, I don't know anything about it.
Hold on, what? Who?
I believe he's referring to me, Captain. He thinks you're after little old me. I assured him I just needed a quick lift home. I wanted to make it back for my grandson's birthday. This was the cheapest way.
And you are?
Sorry, boss, I'm Talaj. At your service. I'm a Vulcan entertainer. I've just finished up my 10-planet tour season. They love me on Rankala 3. It's an Orion colony. They aren't used to stand-up comedians on their planet. You might say they are a little green when it comes to observational humor.
How would you know about laughter?
True, I'm rarity, that's for sure. As much as folks know about Vulcan, they just don't get the logic for Vulcans is like religion to a Terran. Not everyone follows the same doctrine. I learned early that I liked laughing. So I never went in for that whole, oh, scary emotions. We must control them thing.
Fascinating.
Yeah, still. Us Vulcans are an emotional race. I don't care if you are Surak himself. You're going to see a little smirk creep across every Vulcan's face when they let one go.
Excuse me?
What? You never caught a Vulcan breaking wind?
Can I speak to the captain again, please?
Alright then, Starfleet. If you're not after Mr. Hysterical over here, what do you want?
I'm looking for a man named Plasko.
That crazy Lethian? I know him. As a matter of fact, I saw him just... I'll tell you what. If you take this Vulcan laugh bag off my hands and take him the rest of the way, I'll tell you where Plasko's headed. I've got a large per diem delivery to make, and I am going to be late if I go out of my way to Vulcan. Well, what's it going to be? I'm kind of in a rush.
So am I, but I need to know, so... All right.
Good. That will help me a great deal. After you've taken him off my hands, I'll tell you everything I know.
Agreed.
Okay, we're beaming over.
We've got him, Captain.
Very good, Chief. Have him assign quarters and get a security detail to escort him there. All right, Captain, where's Plasko?
You didn't hear this from me, got it? He came barreling through the sector about 4 or 5 hours ago. He contacted me to see if I had a spare plasma coil. He was about to burn out. I couldn't help him, but with the bad coil, he couldn't have got too far. I told him that I knew a Bolian trader on Andoria who sells coils at a deep discount, if you don't ask about their origin. My guess is that he's there. He didn't seem like he had time to shop around, if you get my meaning.
Good enough, Helm. Set course for Andoria.
And, Captain, if you got a brain in that Starfleet skull of yours, you won't let him get close to you. I've heard I heard that his skill at scrambling a mine is far worse than most Lethians.
I'll take that under advisement. Thank you.
Okay. So now what?
To the warp out point.
There we go.
Oh, there you go, big circle.
Yeah.
Just glad I'm not driving a cruiser. Might take me an hour to get around to it.
I'm just curious because on the ground now we have this nice little compass thing that above our heads that shows us where these things are, but in space apparently we don't.
Approaching
Just
the
the scan-
Andorian system, sir.
Very good. Slow to impulse.
Warp out. Oh yeah, you just said slow to impulse and we warped out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need. I hope the new features that they keep saying that they're going to add to the Foundry include map transition animations.
We should
That
have
we
more
could sit
control.
Yeah, more control over it.
Oh, instead of warping everywhere, yeah.
Yeah, and on ground
Drop
maps,
out of
where you
warp.
just- and on ground maps, you have to beam in everywhere, like beam off your bridge, and I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, from beaming from the captain's ready room to your bridge, and yeah, that's kind of wacky. Maybe season 6, we'll see it.
Alright. Everybody here yet?
Yep, we're here. Is this the Andorian map, the actual one, or have you customized it?
This is Andoria, but I put it in a custom map. But because you can use the planet Andoria, and you can drop it in an empty map.
Oh, cool. I didn't know that. All right, let's begin scanning for that freighter. Narrow the search to any vessel showing signs of a bad plasma coil. We'll find the Tarkalian Sunrise.
And Daphne Nechayev.
Now, was that meant to be in yellow as well?
Well, you can't do the buttons in yellow.
No, I mean the actual text. This is Captain.
No. That was it?
Because it's got
Oh,
no
I-
picture in my
Oh, maybe that was a mistake on my part. I thought I got all of them.
It wasn't yellow, that's why I read it.
Yeah. Oh, that's fine. Good, now I know. Good, I can go back and fix it.
Well,
It's
there you
probably
go.
the only one you'll see, because I've been over it like 3 times.
This is one of the reasons we do the show and bring the author along so that they can check it out.
Right.
There are several freighters ahead at that mining complex.
Close in and narrow the scan field. This one's actually more toward the station. It's deeper. There it is.
Can I help you? As you can see, we're very busy now. Are you looking to purchase Pergium or Kelvinite?
No, thank you, sir. We're looking for information.
I'm always willing to help Starfleet, as if I have nothing more important to do. What is it?
I'm looking for a freighter.
Look around, Captain. They're everywhere.
Yes. I'm looking for a specific freighter. It's the Tarkalian Sunrise, being piloted by a Lethian named Plasko. Have you seen him?
Officially, no, I have not. He makes a regular run through this facility every third Wednesday. Unofficially, he's here somewhere. I spotted the Tarkalian Sunrise limping through, like she's damaged. That's all I know, all right? I'm really behind schedule. Good day to you, Captain. I have minerals to sell. I hope that helped.
But wait.
He closed the channel, Captain.
At least we know he's here.
Captain, I found it. The freighter is adjacent to a Starfleet satellite in orbit on the far side of Andoria.
Let's get there quickly.
Punch it.
Yeah.
I'll follow you.
Yeah, there's nothing there until we get to the... Just a bunch of freighters.
Nice variety there. There's large ones, small ones, alien-looking ones.
Yeah, up and down. I try to put things at different elevations, which kind of sometimes gets people mixed up because they don't hit the reach markers. I try to
like they got the rings here to keep you sort of like horizon.
Right.
That's a good point.
Wow, I get a lot of drift on this ship. It just goes.
Okay, we found the Tarkanian sunrise. Just waiting for Duke to get here.
Yeah.
Here. Scan.
She's empty, sir. There isn't a soul aboard. They could be on the satellite, Captain, but there's nothing aboard but communications and sensor equipment.
Scan that satellite for Lethian biosigns.
Nothing, sir. Life support is inactive. They must be down on the surface attempting to acquire a replacement coil there. Captain Gesham suggested they might be trying to contact a dealer.
Take us back toward that freighter.
Aye, Captain.
I want to attempt an uplink. Let's see if we can upload their transport coordinates. I want to know where they went, but since this is not an official Starfleet operation, I don't want to be sending a team over there to find out. Let's hurry up and do this.
Captain, I've established a link with their main computer. I'm having difficulty accessing the data from the transporter database. I may have to install an invasive subroutine to bridge the two systems.
Proceed.
Ooh, this is someone new.
Sir, I have a signal coming in from E-Deck. It's our passenger, Captain.
Put him through.
Hey, Philip, buddy. Oh, that's... sorry. Hey, buddy. What's happening up there? This little excursion is taking a while. They don't look like Vulcans out my window, Chief. That does not look like Vulcan out my window, Chief. What's the scoop?
I'm sorry, the scoop?
Oh, man, you know, the scoop, the deal, the story. What are we doing?
Mr. Talaj, please refrain from using the comm panel.
Oh, come on. Don't get me wrong, Cap. These rooms are nice and all, but I've been cooped up here forever. There's only so many different desserts you can eat. The replicator doesn't even do Ramekin Java cake.
Lieutenant, cut him off. Why did I agree to this? Have a security team show Mr. Talaj to Holodeck 2 and instruct him in its use. Do we have those coordinates?
Coming in now, Captain.
Oh,
Re-
someone.
re- relay
I
them
know
to
Phil was doing
transport-
that voice as well, so...
Relay them
the
to
cloned
transporter
bridge
room
officers.
3. We're going down there. We've got to wrap this up and get to that cadet back to the academy before Nechayev arrives. Energize.
Okay, do we have
just
like
have
tactical and are you engineers or tacticals?
Well, I'm an engineer as well, and there's 2 psis and 1 tactical.
Better bring my tactical officer then.
Yeah, they're not.
To die?
No,
Someone's gonna
I like my tactical
you-
officer.
The android will be an engineer as well, Paul, so you know that.
I like my engineers. I'm an engineer.
Yeah,
Lots
I've
of-
already trained him in Turret 3.
I still have to wait several hundred days before I get anything.
Yeah, I knew it was going to end up on today, being my 700th day. I thought it was pretty cool. It was on a Friday, so that was pretty neat.
We've got Chronoton in the chat room. He says, with Nechayev, you have no choice but to die.
That's why I picked her. She's one of the
Still
tougher
missing-
ones.
Still missing who? Phil?
There, oh,
Yeah, still love. Oh, here we go.
here he is.
I got stuck
Sir,
in the,
there's some
turret.
kind of cargo depot ahead. Plasko probably procured a coil here. Hopefully he's still nearby. Remember, Captain Geshem said that his friend was Bolian.
That's right.
Captain, I'm reading one Bolian life sign.
That's where they went. These coordinates led us here. They had to have passed through here, at the very least. Someone had to have seen them. So we start here.
I like how, is this the actual Andoria map?
Yes.
That's good, because you know on the real Andoria how everything is like too blue colored and tinted blue?
Right.
I like it much better like this. I don't know
I
why
mean, I
it's
did
so
add
blue,
a few
though.
things, but not too much.
I like the blue mist. That really adds good color to that.
Well, it's that cold ground fog from the, what do you call them, Breen missions. Now this, you guys can make up your mind what you want to do here, because you have a choice.
Okay, I'll read this one. What can I do for you, Starfleet? I didn't realize your people did business this way, Captain.
I'm just here looking for someone. I'm trying to locate a young girl. She was traveling with a Lethian named Plasko. Do you know anything about them?
Captain, do we look around to you? We don't deal in young women. We're mostly involved in salvage and sales of spare parts of spacecraft. We also serve a certain kind of clientele.
Okay, I'll let somebody else to make the choices here. Because I know what they're gonna do, you know.
Phil, you make the pick.
Yep, guess get.
We just
first
need
pick.
to speak with them.
Why? What did they do?
Nothing, we're just interested in the girl.
I really don't care who you're interested in. Don't think you can threaten me either. I come by my merchandise according to established salvage rights. Everything you see here has been legally obtained.
What about warp coils?
We've been out of them for weeks, but I have several plasma grenades hanging around if you'd like one or two of those. Ha 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 ha.
What's with all that firepower anyway?
To drive off unsavory element that comes around asking too many questions.
Have you seen the Lethian or not?
I'm not at liberty to say. As a matter of fact, I'm getting bored with this whole conversation.
That's too bad, I want an answer.
Gentlemen, see the captain out, please, now.
Look out.
Oh,
Now the other choice would have been a peaceful solution.
Ah, no fun.
You wouldn't have got these
there you
mobs
go,
at
blame
all.
Phil Bones.
Oh, that's fine. I don't think any of these are too... You know. I haven't even deployed my...
oh, I haven't killed anyone in this mission yet.
Yeah, it's been all talking.
I'm a science officer and I get trigger hungry.
I was really getting pounded. I had to keep healing myself, and my bridge officer died.
It's alright, I cured her.
Yeah, I was the only science guy and I was worrying about my own health. Sorry, guys.
Captain, since we were not able to acquire a warp coil, Plasko may have procured one of these shuttles. The storm has gotten much worse. They wouldn't have continued on foot, and the freighter is disabled and empty. It's worth a shot, sir.
Agreed.
Perhaps, if we scan for a recent warp signature, that may tell us something.
That's officer thinking.
Button.
I hate to be the cadet who has to dig out that shuttlecraft.
I've got something. It's a warp trail, all right, and very familiar. If I'm right, this signature belongs to a Starfleet runabout. No doubt another salvage vessel from this glorified scrapyard. They can't be very far away. I think we have our first solid lead. Captain to ship. 5 to beam up on my mark.
Energize!
Try to make that as generic as possible.
There you go. I think Chronoton in the chat room liked that little ground skirmish there. Finally, a phase of diplomacy.
It's a dirty job, but somebody's got to do it.
Yeah.
So it
Yeah,
was
I
possible
think
to
if
skip that battle then.
It was possible, yes. But I figured it was time, you know. By this time,
Yeah.
people are getting bored from reading and saying, you know, when am I going to do something?
Captain, I've begun scans on the area, looking for that warp trail. Nothing yet, sir.
Understood. Let's get clear of the planet's natural ionization field and try again. Helm, break orbit.
So I've noticed this is more than one time you've had traveling away from the spawn point to get to a kind of warp out point.
Yeah, well, you gotta give it some distance. I mean, otherwise it'd just be, you know,
Spawn
pop-up
leads.
dialogue,
Yeah.
and there'd be no reason for the map, really. But I couldn't leave Andoria without at least seeing it from space. You know what I mean? You don't want to beam up to your ship and be in another system.
Something
So,
to do. Because I've seen on other missions where they've just had they like to have a map to warp out from, but usually it's just you appear on the map then instantly warp out and nothing
Right.
to do. So yeah, it's good to have something to do, like even just traveling, seeing the planet from far away.
right, and I'm thinking about it from an actual, logical point of view, where you have to give a few orders to get to somewhere else. So you just assume the captain wants you to be someplace. Do you guys get this pop-up, or is it just me?
Oh yeah, I've got the pop.
Yeah.
Huh?
I've got them, sir. There's a warp trail from a runabout. It's on a flight path of 268 Mark 47. That puts her on a heading directly towards Vulcan, Captain.
Helm, pursuit course.
So we're finally going to get to Vulcan.
Are we? You never know.
Helm, set course for Vulcan, maximum warp. Let's get moving. See, this time I warped out on maximum warp, so that one actually worked.
Yeah. 4 flashes at once. Pow. That was pretty neat. What are the odds?
Hey, Cap, we there yet? Do you think it would be okay to replicate a gift for my grandson? It would save me some time. Besides, I can't stand shopping.
Please, I've had patience so far, but
Captain, listen to this. A Gorn, a Ferengi, and a Rabbi get stuck in a turbolift, right? Well, the Gorn says,
I'm sorry, but please stop bothering me.
Captain, they definitely came through here. The trail hasn't degraded yet. From the decay rate of the signature, they've only just arrived as well. Now we just have to narrow down where on Vulcan they landed. And we have them, sir.
Excellent. Proceed.
was that actually a rabbi? Jolan True, Captain. Forgive my intrusion, but we need to speak. It is quite urgent, or I would never have risked coming here.
Who are you?
Captain, their shields are down and their weapons are not powered up.
Understood.
I am Furok. I am a former praetor in the Romulan Guard, but since the destruction of my world, I have become something far more important.
Oh, what is that?
How familiar are you with Vulcan history, Captain?
I know the basics, I suppose.
Then you've heard of Serac, the father of Vulcan logic?
Of course, but what has that got?
Serac led his people towards the path of pure logic and the suppression of all emotions. It was a dark time on their planet, but it is now a time known as the Awakening, a time when logic won out over emotion, but it was always a war, Captain. It was a battle against those who wish to embrace emotion, just as many humanoid cultures do. Serac had an arch-rival, a Vulcan who was demonized by a cowardly populace that was far too weak to live in concert with their natural feelings. They slurred him. They called all who followed him those who marched beneath the raptor's wings.
Yes, I've heard as much.
His name was Dural, and we are those people, Captain, former Vulcans, now all Romulans, but born on the same world. What is not generally known is that there are Romulans who still possess the abilities of our ancestors. It is never mentioned, but there are Romulans who believe in what our Vulcan brothers call our Katra, just as the Katra and Serac have survived in one subsequent host after another. So has the soul of Dural.
Why are you telling me all of this?
Since the days of the Awakening, some Romulans have tried to guide our people down the path of reunification. It was even the hope of Ambassador Spock to see the agenda through to its conclusion. He was lost before we could finish that journey, and our home was destroyed. I intend to bring our worlds together before my people become extinct and spread throughout the galaxy as refugees.
All right, Farrak. I have indulged you by listening to this diatribe. Your quest may even be a very noble one. I'm very pressed for time with an agenda of my own. So I'll ask you again, what does this have to do with us?
I thought you should know the reason before I made my request. Yes, sir, Captain. I possess the soul of Dural, the Katra. If you will, the only way to reunite our two peoples in one swift stroke is to also possess the Katra of Serac. Once the souls of these two prophets are at peace within me, I will lead our two worlds to our ultimate destiny.
You're mad, and you haven't answered me.
You are transporting the Vulcan who holds the Katra of the father of all Vulcans, the Katra of Serac.
You are mistaken, Farrak. The man we have on board is barely even a Vulcan himself. If it weren't for his appearance, you would never even suspect it. Your information is flawed. You have the wrong man.
On the contrary, Captain, we have been following the Katra for centuries, waiting for the right set of circumstances. The time has come. We ask that you release him to us. This is no reason for Starfleet to get involved. Just hand him over to us. We will not forget your cooperation.
I'm sorry, I will not comply. You are the one who involved Starfleet by approaching us. We are not in the habit of turning any crew or passengers over to anyone, never mind a hostile species in our current state of diplomatic disarray. Now there's going to be a problem.
You are correct, Captain. It's a problem for you, for Rock out.
Red alert, shields up, battle stations.
Okay, I assume there was no way of skipping that one.
No.
Am I pronouncing Shirak right? Shirak?
Surak, yeah.
Yeah, Surak.
Shirak? Yeah.
Now,
Every time I
did
came
you
across it, I
actually
was
have to
getting
do research on what happened to Surak's Katra?
Well, I mean, it's all an enterprise.
Yeah, but I think one of the Vulcans on the planet Vulcan, if you ask them about that, I think he says that Surat's Katra is actually in a Katric arc on
In the Katric
Mount Seleia.
arc. Yeah. But that was the last information we had was when? Fairly recently? I mean, I don't know, did they
maybe.
mention it, what, in one of those original missions we did on Vulcan?
I thought it was one of the monks where you go down, you can go
Right.
down to the social zone and ask them.
Right. That was when they... The spy mission.
Yeah, but I
Well,
suppose you know. I suppose you can bring out his Katra from time to time just to
Sure.
fresh air.
Air it out, and breathe some, get him out of that musty Katric arc.
I'm afraid these Romulans are just no match for all of us.
Nah. And like I
but
said, there was
another
nothing tremendously serious about this mission. So
Another wave, that's going to be fun.
I spot Cerberus Films in the chat room. He says, "Evening all. Only here for just a moment. Popped in to say hi. Who are the two devs you would most like to have on a playthrough with you? I assume on the show." So has anyone got any dev suggestions?
D-Stall?
Yeah.
Now that would be
Stall.
cool.
Jerry Ryan,
Right.
my fantasy girl.
I think we had the same kind of question on what was it yesterday on Priority One. We keep saying.
Yeah, I think I
Jerry Ryan
answered
for
the same thing, didn't I? She is Major Babbage, I must admit.
Now, does this fire a Thetaron beam cannon?
I don't know.
Or does the Foundry one don't do that?
No, I don't think so. Matter of fact, this is probably just a skinned over battleship.
He is history.
Cerberus just said Chase Masters. I'm not sure. There'd be no reviewing getting done, that's for sure.
Wait.
Oh, wait, we got
closed.
another one.
No, it's the same one. It cloaked.
He just went, fooled me. I thought we had him.
Yeah, well, that's the
See,
point anyway, but
Sneaky.
we'll learn
So what
that.
enemy NPC did you use?
Oh, that was a Romulan.
Okay.
Captain, I'm not sure the Bandera was destroyed. She took heavy damage, but may have cloaked and run off, sir.
As long as she's not around here.
Now Cerberus says, so D-Star, who else? I would say Mapolis. He just appeared on
Sure.
UGC.com today. And he's, the Foundry guy.
Yeah, I haven't seen or heard from him for a while.
Well, what about the Foundry moderators? Because they'd be the ones who'd actually know more about the Foundry authors than anyone, I think.
Branded would be cool.
Yeah,
So the
he's
forum
definitely
one.
no stranger to podcasts. He did Priority
No.
1 for the long time.
Alright, I'll read this.
Cool.
Why did you bring Romulans into our space, Captain? We do not have a Starfleet flight plan on file for your ship. I do not know what you are doing here, but I must inform you that I intend to contact Admiral Quinn. You have caused considerable...
Commander. But
Oh no.
You're going to have to read it.
You will
Doubled it.
contact no one. Do you understand me, Commander? You will speak to your crew and that of the other vessel. You will remain here until we are out of visual range, and you are forbidden to attack us.
What's going on?
Yes, understand, of course. Elder Tarvin, we had no idea that you were on board the...
Elder?
And that is how I demand it must stay. You will speak of this to no one. The captain is protecting me on a mission of the utmost importance to Vulcan. He has my every confidence. Now do as I have instructed. Tarvin, out.
Elder Tarvin?
Yes, Captain? You must take me to stretch of desert called the Forge. I must walk the path of Serac, for I carry his katra. I will provide the coordinates.
The Forge? I know of it, sir. With all due respect, Elder, we cannot transport through the ionic interference and electrical disturbances of that region, sir. We can't even land a shuttle.
Worry not, Captain. Our arrival has been anticipated by both Elder Sojourn and Minister Tilaran. They have put down transporter enhancers near the outermost edge of the area, where the ionization is at its weakest. We can transport in. If all goes as planned, you will be able to transport out again.
Transport out? How, sir?
Approximately a century ago, a temple was constructed on the site where the Takarath sanctuary once stood, and the Kershara was discovered, but the geomagnetic instability in the area proved more destructive over time. All that remains are the ruins, a few statues, and a large Idic. This monument also contains an ionic dispersion generator. Once it is powered up, it should open a gap in the interference. We just have to repair it. That is why I need you and your landing party.
Elder, I would love to assist you, but
You need to find your Lethian and the Admiral's daughter. Trust me, Captain.
okay.
If you assist me in this endeavor, I promise that I will help you with your predicament. We must hurry, though, Captain. We have to arrive at the forge before sunrise, or we will not survive the trek through the plain of blood.
Understood, sir. Helm, lay in a course for Vulcan, full impulse. The Elder will be providing coordinates. Establish an orbit once we've reached them. Then we are going on a little hike.
Aye, Captain, course laid in.
Engage.
You guys must get so much voice flexibility doing this once a week.
Yeah. Mostly it's just us, me and Bazag, so with 4 people it's a lot easier.
And Philvone's got all the dialogue.
We've arrived at the coordinates. Permission to speak freely, Captain.
Of course.
Neither of these missions is official, sir. Our original errand was bad enough, but the Vulcan Forge, you could be killed.
You're right, of course. Starfleet officers are only as good as their word. I have given mine. I will, however, inform Starfleet Command of our situation. I doubt that they will have a problem with us coming to the aid of our closest ally. Besides, it's easier to ask forgiveness than permission. That helmsman is off the record. Lieutenant, send word to Starfleet Command.
Aye, sir. Transmitting now.
Let's get down there.
Captain, the sensors can't penetrate the EM field and ionic interference. I am reading various electrical disturbances ranging from, well, the readings are all off the charts, sir. I do, however, see the small opening made by the transporter enhancers. They are exactly where the Elder predicted.
Get us down there.
Okay, this time I'm gonna put Duke's android
Ooh, my
down.
android. Cool. Tyros Knock.
Let's see how you customize this thing, because apparently you can change their racial looks and everything.
Oh,
Mhm.
really? I'll
I
have to check
humanized
that out.
him, but he's a little different. I did put him in the Jupiter veteran.
Yeah, I gotta go pick mine up. You've been sitting there waiting for me for like 2 or 3 weeks.
And you get him for all your tunes as well.
Nice.
I don't know what about the Klingons, though. I know I got one for a Klingon.
Oh, now the
well, I
Klingons
had
get a
to-
female one.
Oh, do they? Ooh.
And I got the science guy from the Winter Wonderland too, from the
Yeah, the
Gearbox.
photonic.
Yeah.
Oh, that.
I have one stuck in my overflow of my inventory, and I can't figure out how to get it out.
Welcome to episode 15 of Bite Size UGC, your source for 3-minute STO Foundry mission reviews. I'm Captain P.F. Dennis, and with me is Rogue Enterprise. This episode, we're reviewing Breen Beachhead by Greg 247, a solid combat-heavy mission that gets you into a scuffle with the Breen in a big way. Let's jump right in with a look at the story.
The plot here is a simple one. The Breen are attempting to gain a foothold into fairy space, and your ship is sent in to hold them off until reinforcements arrive, though unfortunately the locales do not include a beach, like the title of the mission suggests. There's a lot of combat in this mission, and most objectives involve taking out Breen ground troops or destroying groups of Breen ships, with a little sabotage of a surprisingly large underground base for good measure. There's definitely a lot of pew-pew in this mission, but there is a military-themed story behind it that was supported by some well-written dialogues, though it was overall a little simplistic. We gave story 2.5 out of 5 stars.
Moving on to map design. The ground maps here are all stock, but they are well selected. Each one suits the Breen motif, and many take place in what look like cold environments. It's nothing incredibly noteworthy, but all the groups of Breen to take out are sufficiently spaced, and we didn't run into any problems. We did notice that the author really enjoys putting crates in the mission, and I'm of the mind that you can never have too many crates. We gave map design 2.5 out of 5 stars.
On the technical side of things, while we weren't awed by any Foundry mechanics here, everything worked pretty smoothly, and even some fairly complex dialogues were executed well. We would have liked to have seen a little bit more here that would have broken up the kill X Breen groups. My partner actually ran into a problem where a mission NPC was accidentally killed by a Breen captain, which forced him to start over, and that probably needs to be looked at. Still, we gave tech 2.5 out of 5 stars.
This mission has an interesting difficulty curve. The author wasn't afraid to use captain-level Breen groups on the ground, with at least one per map, and while Breen captain groups aren't as hard as, say, Nausicaan or Klingon groups, it creates some good challenges on the away team portions of the story. If you go prepared for some tough challenges, you could be in for a good ride. Difficulty earns 4 stars out of 5.
And here's the bite-sized breakdown for Breen Beachhead. Overall, we found the story and map design to be solid, but not quite enough to pique our interests. But we found it to be a solid combat mission with some tough ground battles that make it worth your while. Support STO's Foundry by logging in and giving it a shot for yourself.
This has been Bite Size UGC.
There you go. It took me a while to beam down.
Oh,
Oh, you're not
there
I'm
yet.
still loading, guys. Keep going, though.
There you are.
Yep, there he is.
Hey! Great.
It's the forge. It's all the electrical
There's-
interference.
Yep.
There's Tyros Knock, my android.
Yeah, let's have a look at that. Oh, wow. He's got android face bits.
There he is. Captain, as expected, our tricorders and communicators are non-functional. Our weapons seem to be unaffected so far, sir. They may be somewhat less powerful, however.
We'll have to keep that in mind. I'll wait for you guys to catch up.
I'm still checking out the Android.
Down there. Oh, there you go.
Alrighty.
Oh, lost in the forge.
Very reminiscent of the very last Colosseum.
Be careful. I heard something. Sounded like growling. Are there dangerous animals in this forge?
Celots are native to this environment.
Captain, the stun setting on my rifle is ineffective. It's stuck in kill mode.
Yeah, so is mine.
All right.
We must make sure we only fire if threatened. We will not kill innocent creatures. Is that understood?
That is very noble of you, Captain, but I fear you may not have a choice. If the sand fire begins, the Shalat become rather ferocious out of fear. We are safe in the plane of blood for the moment.
What is the
Funny, I
plane
don't
of
feel
blood?
safe. Elder?
It is written that Sirach walked the path when it ran green with blood and with logic. He called it.
And you believe that's logical?
Every belief has its share of tales, whether one believes the literal telling or considers its symbolism, up to the individual and should be kept personal.
I'm sorry, you're correct, of course.
Your apology is not solicited, Captain. You should know I have no feelings to offend. My logic is pure.
Let's get moving, sir. Dawn is coming.
Dennis, I think you have a very wide repertoire of words.
I see a zealot. I see a zealot.
Well, I like to
The
write.
zealot are rather tame. They must be the more domesticated variety. Vulcan children keep them as pets, don't they?
Yes, but they are specially bred.
I hope they continue to be this docile. It might be the first break we get on this mission.
Don't let down your guard.
You forgot to bring the red shirt.
Oh yeah, we don't have any.
See this map
It's all right.
had all these hills in it, like the Forge did. So I used it, but it's the actual Guardian of Forever map. I just sealed it off under the rocks.
Oh really? It's the Guardian of Error map. That's fun.
Yeah.
It looks so much
Captain,
different
when-
without the pinky hue and sky.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I didn't recognize it either. Captain, the wind is
yeah.
picking up and the sky is darkened considerably. We should hurry. The sandstorms here are electrically charged. One direct contact with an energy bolt could be potentially fatal.
Let's get moving then.
Oh yeah, there you go. Electric bolts.
Ah.
Oh, cool. I see him.
Ooh. Pretty.
Nice.
You're just running straight through them.
Run away.
Sound effects? Ooh, ouch, ouch, ouch.
I
ooh,
got
ooh,
shot.
ouch.
Boink, boink.
I love some of those stems that stick out from the ground. They stop you dead.
Just like the
Yeah.
rock I got stuck on.
No one fired or we could be in real trouble.
Back of my head.
Oh, ow. Celeste.
Oh, okay. There's all these red things that I can't see where they are.
I can't either. I'm running into rocks here. Wait. Okay.
Alright.
That was epic. Captain, thank you for keeping me alive. The worst is over. The sandfire and Shalat have become rare in the area near the ruins. I am growing more fatigue. I'm afraid we have very little time left to have the Katra transferred.
We're almost there, aren't we?
My android's under
Yes.
attack.
Just not the arch. And across a small area of desert. We had better continue.
Agreed. Is he all right? Is he getting chewed up back?
Oh, there he goes. He's still being attacked by
he's
John.
coming. He's trying to join us. He keeps running after us, and I think the Salots are attacking him.
Now, the thing is, I don't think I can heal him because apparently he only gets healed by engineering quick fix because he's an android.
Oh, that's right. He does have quick fix, but he's pretty strong.
There we go. We got rid of it. That's pretty cool. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? I think this is... Yeah, you know, there's a funny thing about this map. There's a reach marker on it that doesn't trigger. It stays there.
Really?
I don't know why. Yeah.
We're standing on it right now. It's,
Yeah, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't affect anything. It just stays there.
Oh, that's why
weird. That's
so
why
we
we're
don't need to be standing here. Yeah,
Yeah.
so is I.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's got a...
I don't know why.
Interesting.
Might have to send a bug report or something about that. You never know what other weird things are going to go on.
Right, it's been like that since the beginning, though. I remember, right? Alright.
Oh, cool.
We made it, sir.
You doubted it?
I must confess to feeling a sense of relief. You see, Captain, I am in the final stage of Bandai syndrome. I am dying. The Katra and Surak must be removed. In fact, has been the Katra that has kept my illness at bay. But death is inevitable.
I'm truly sorry, Elder.
There is no need. You have done Vulcan a great service, Captain. My time has come. I have made good use of my 234 years. It is time.
If there is anything I can do...
Actually, Captain, there's one thing that you can do to help all of us.
Anything.
Captain, it is crucial that I perform the extraction of the Katra immediately. In the meantime, if you or your engineer could repair the iconic dispersion generator, it would be most helpful. The minister and I arrived a few hours before you, expecting it to be functional. As you can see, it is not.
I would be glad to, sir.
While the minister is here to witness the crossing of the Katra of Surak from one elder to another, you have been enlisted to assist us. We are responsible to return you safely to your ship. We need the device to accomplish this, or this whole endeavor will fail and the Katra of Surak will die here.
Understood.
I love the way you've used all the environment effects to take away the illusion that the Elder hasn't actually been with you on the journey, but he still feels like you've been on the journey because you haven't been able to see yourself, let alone him.
And then he beams in right behind you. So if you turn around, he's standing right there.
Captain, you've done it. It appears to be clearing up the atmosphere above us. The ionization has been eliminated enough for us to communicate and transport.
Excellent.
Ship to Captain. We've just picked up your comm signal and we're getting a lock on you now, sir. I hope everything has gone well. We were beginning to worry.
Everything just got a whole lot better.
It is done. The Katra of Surak is with me now.
I guess we are no longer needed then.
I suppose that depends who you ask, Captain. I suggest you speak with me face to face. I have a sniper trained on the Elder. Do as I say, and I'll make your death a quick one. It is unfortunately you don't hand him over the first time you were asked.
It'll be my pleasure to end this now.
Oh. You really could not have imagined that you defeated me so easily.
Well, yes, I did, actually. My mistake.
Captain, there is no need to give away your life. I will go with him. Remember that I told you it is not worth dying for me.
Stay where you are, Elder.
You both must think I'm a fool. I know the transfer has been performed. Elder Sojan and I have an important meeting together very soon.
Not on your life, Forik.
Kill him! Where are we?
We've got to...
Take this.
Yeah, this guy's tough.
Fixing the zapping.
He's got Thaleron stuff going on, so
What is happening with that?
I might die, too. I'm dead.
Where are you? Oh.
I'm by the rock. He's dead now, though. Alright, thank you, Phil.
I just tried to revive a phaser turret. I guess that's not going to work.
There you go. Alright.
Don't stretch.
There you go.
Alright.
Aha! Aha! Your trick, Captain.
Oh, there you go. He's in a different mood. Different animation.
Captain to ship. I need an emergency beam out of all personnel. Beam the Vulcan dignitaries directly to sickbay, now!
Aye, Captain. I've got a lock. On your mark!
Energize. We missed a beam, too. The edict admits a beam into the atmosphere and the clouds dissipate.
No, I saw that. I was showing it on the live stream.
Oh, okay. Because I had forgotten all about it.
What did I miss? A beam? Oh, I saw it doing something, but I didn't really notice. I didn't really look up.
Well, I just made the nebula that are up there disappear, you know.
I was too busy watching Captain Dennis's tricky little trigger to change the positions of the NPCs. It's very good.
Electrics, you got this?
Okay. Captain Markella here. I've stabilized the Elder's condition so far. The disruptor wound appears to be superficial. I've begun running more tests. I will inform you when certain he's out of danger.
Thank you, Doctor.
Meadows, I've been in contact with the defense forces on my world. I alerted them regarding your Lethian friend, Plasco. They are close to his location. You will hear from them once they have him in custody.
Are you alright, Elder?
I am very tired, Captain. Very tired.
Get some rest, sir. You're nearly home.
Sensors are detecting a concentration of neutron radiation roughly 20 kilometers off our starboard.
Like a cloaked vessel?
It's a good bet, sir. Farok's ship must still be nearby.
Go to red alert. Shields up.
A respawn point.
Enemies. Drop a I'll drop a Tetrion turret. Help a little bit with the shields. One of my Dolph created turrets. Not a board tracker beam on him. Take him out.
Actually, this didn't
Oh,
work
no.
out too bad. I wondered how it would be
Oh,
with
that's a Thaleron thing.
Whoa.
Oh, crap.
It definitely was the Theon. He zapped me
It's
down.
coming from a little warbird. That's funny.
Emergency powered shields.
Now, is that because you skinned this one to look like a warbird specifically?
Well, what I might have done was make the lead ship the dreadnought, and then every other part of the mob I reskinned as just a battleship, just in case. Because, Farrak could only have one ship, even if 4 people played.
Yeah, it's a good thing we're not facing 4 of them.
Nah, no kidding.
That could be a little difficult. 4 Thaleron ships attacking you.
Yeah, I would have thought the Foundry might do that, just, scaling up.
Mm-hmm. There he is. So. Ah, thank God he's cloaked again.
Just keeps disappearing.
Uh-huh.
Bastard.
I don't see the Romulans all that often in missions. I mean, I know I don't even use them that often.
See them in Harahar's mission.
Yes, that's true. He likes that whole Taurus, storyline.
The whole
used it.
divide thing.
Yeah.
I used them in Spawn Medusa 3, but they were basically already destroyed by the Medusic. Those vixens.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, those are some pretty intricate missions, Duke. I enjoyed those. Get my rapid fire going here.
Oh man, he got off again.
He just missed me. Just missed me. Gotta be able to get him this time. He's...
Fire everything!
Yeah.
Everything!
Yeah.
Fire! Styles, can you hear me? Fire!
Oh, my tri-cobalt just bounced off him. I love that.
Oh yeah, I haven't even been thinking about the missing animations. This is the first time I've seen them.
Throw some soup in his...
Oh, he's going now.
No, man. I was ready to give him a full dose of plasma soup, and he got away.
Is it my imagination, or are they disappearing quicker now?
I don't know, but he's a tough
Oh,
SOB.
he just blew up. There you go. There you go, he blew up.
Yeah, there he is.
It's from the Harpang torpedo radiation.
Oh,
Nice.
Captain, we've taken moderate damage. Our primary shielding is down to 60.47%. Transporters are offline. Engineering reports they are sealing a coolant leak and have begun radiation cleanup on the affected decks.
Acknowledged.
Markella to bridge. Captain, I've got a few casualties down here. There's nothing life-threatening, and I'm pleased to report that Elder Sargon is going to be fine. Also, sir, I'm sorry to report that Elder Sorvan has died. His condition was very advanced state. There's no cure for Bendy syndrome.
Thank you, Doctor.
They killed off my character.
They killed
Less reading
You will
to
speak. You will speak no longer.
do. Yeah, you'll get a rest.
No, he won't.
Maybe. This is Gerald, captain of the Samira. I have been ordered to inform you when we located and detained a particular runabout.
That's excellent news, Commander.
I'm sure it is. Meet the Tamira at the center of the nebula. Your shuttle had been hiding there. I will beam the minister and elder to my ship, and you may take custody of the vessel.
Thank you for your help.
Yes, we are waiting.
Understood. Helm, set a course for that nebula full impulse. Continue. Where are we? There we go.
I think they've reduced the coloring on the engine trails because I can't see mine.
Sir, the runabout appears to be disabled. The Vulcans may have had to subdue her. We will have to pull her into the shuttle bay.
Agreed. I'd prefer to have them where I can see them anyway. All right, transport the Vulcans to the Tamira. Ship to Tamira. Did you get them all right? Tamira, respond.
We are fine, Captain. I wish to extend the gratitude of the Vulcan people for all that you have done on their behalf. Peace and long life, Captain.
Live long and prosper, Elder Sergeant.
Captain, I have an incoming message on a Starfleet channel for you, sir.
On screen.
Geez, Captain, how about an update? I'm over here on pins and needles. Nachev will be here in about an hour. What the hell is going on?
Relax, Shuff. We're on our way back.
You did it? You really did it? You're the best. Oh, great. See you soon. Sharf out.
Good grief. Get that runabout into Shuttle Bay 3. Have a security detail meet me down there. Commander, the chair is all yours. Take us back to Earth. Maximum warp. Alert Dr. Markella. I want the cadet checked out before we reach the academy. What a day.
I really like the voice you've been doing for the Cation.
Yeah, I love it.
It's actually almost like the one I did in the trailer.
Is it really? Little redneck.
Because I lowered it quite a bit. That Audacity is a great program. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We're almost done.
Captain, how is this going to look in the report, sir? What can we say about the cadet? As far as we know, she was not taken against her will. She is a wild one, Captain.
But that remains to be seen. That poor girl is probably in tears, scared half out of her wits. At the very least, I'm sure she has learned a valuable lesson. I hope she's not traumatized by all of this. The door is jammed. What's going on around here? This is not my day.
Bash the door open.
What's that smell? It's like a fuel of some type.
I don't think so.
What you are smelling is a strong odor of alcohol. We don't run across it very often since the advent of synthahol.
Yeah, I don't have the window. I must have blown by it. So we're over here,
That's
actually.
good. That's no good. Alright.
All right.
Now that's what I call a damsel in distress, sir.
You gotta be kidding me.
She's learned a valuable lesson, if there ever was one.
Quiet. That's an order.
I give you high hail for not making her half naked.
Yeah, very classy.
Well, she's a cadet.
Where's Terry when you need it to read? Where's Terry when you need her to read something?
Yeah, I'll give it. Hello, Commodore. You want to dance with me, honey? Come on. Woo! Why does that uniform make all these people grouchy? Wet blankets. Hee hee hee. Oopsie. I was sold out. Always trying to crash my party.
Get her down from there. Young lady, you will show some respect. I'm sure your grandmother would not approve of this behavior, and you're going to see her very shortly. Young lady?
Grandmother, oh, mother, oh. I don't feel so good anyway. She's mean.
That is not surprising. Not feeling well, I mean.
Hey, Steph, what's the idea of breaking up my party? Leave the girl alone. She can do whatever she pleases, and for that matter, so can I.
Keep him quiet while I figure this out.
You know, Captain, I've always heard these Starfleet vessels are the most luxurious in the quadrant. You people don't even have Lethean trash techno in this lousy database.
Sorry to disappoint. Now shut up.
Who are you to talk to me like that?
Pardon me, Mr. Plasko. If you wouldn't mind, and if it would not be inconvenient in any way, shape, or form, could you please oblige me by shutting that filthy gawk hole? On second thought, take him to the brig. All right, security, take our belligerent guest away. Take the Admiral's granddaughter to sickbay and have the doc sober her up. Ensign, Lieutenant, after she sees the doc, take her to quarters and for heaven's sake, clean her up. That's an order.
Aye, Captain. Right away, sir.
I will never do another favor again.
Oh, I don't know, Captain. We may get a few drinks on the house at the 602 because of this.
Don't worry, I'll insist on one big night, all courtesy of a grateful Cation. If not, I'll throw him in the brig so fast his head will spin. Let's get back to the bridge.
Oh, we don't get to dance? Well.
Hey, you can if
Yeah.
you want.
Kind of.
You can stay as long as you like.
Yeah, I like how she looked a little bit like Nechayev as well. Did you have to work on the face?
Well, yeah. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I kind of pulled up a picture of Nechayev from Memory Alpha. I didn't want to make it look exactly, but... Look how big Duke is in the elevator. In the
Look at they got high ceilings. Okay, Captain, we've just entered the solar system, sir.
Thank you, Helm.
Let's beam out of the turbo lift.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the same.
Yeah, it'll be nice when they give us those advantages one day. Actually use the turbo lift instead of beaming out of it.
So has everyone enjoyed the mission so far?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have as well.
Lots of fun. Right.
Definitely unexpected.
Captain to security. Please escort Miss Nechayev to the bridge. I wish to have a chat with her in my ready room.
Captain, we got lucky this time.
Things have a habit of working out. As long as the girl is safe, that's all that's important. Avoiding the Admiral is second on that list.
You wanted to speak with me, Captain?
Oh, yes. I think we need to discuss your situation.
I know, sir. I apologize for putting you and the ship through so much trouble. I don't know what came over me sometimes. It seems to begin innocently enough. I just needed to blow off steam. After all, an exam.
See, that doesn't happen again. If your grandmother ever found out what has happened today, I think she would have Earth's ancient death penalties reinstated, just for me and a certain furry bartender we both know. Remember, you are a Starfleet cadet.
Are you going to report all this to my grandmother, Captain?
Not this time, cadet, but if it happens again,
Captain, we're being hailed. It's the USS Danforth, sir. Admiral Nechayev is aboard.
Yeah, I double-clicked too fast, so I don't have it.
Nana! Oh my god! Please, you'll have to be quiet.
There we go. All right, I'm back. Advise the Danforth that our main view screen has been damaged. Put them through. Audio only. Danforth to USS Gilgamesh. Come in, Gilgamesh. This is the captain. Captain, this is this is Admiral Nechayev. I received a report from the Vulcan High Command. I just wanted to extend our gratitude for a job well done. I also spoke with Elder Sargon. You managed to impress him, which in my experience is near impossible to do. We were just in the right place at the right time. Yes, Captain, I look forward to reading your report as to just how you came to be so near to Vulcan when you were scheduled for resupply at Space Dock. Well, sir, ma'am, I do not have time right now, Captain. I am in a rush to see my granddaughter. I'm beaming down to the academy now. That poor girl worked so hard. She's very dedicated. I intend to surprise her with a huge party in her honor. You and your senior officers are invited, of course. That's a wonderful idea.
Oh no! All I want to do is go to bed for a week!
Shh. I know it is, Captain. Get busy on that report and then come and join us. You should have it on Quinn's desk by 0900. Nechayev out. Captain at Transporter Room 3.
Gloss here, sir.
Chief, get a lock on Miss Nechayev. Transport her directly to Starfleet Academy on my mark. Understood?
Yes, Captain. Where would you like me to set her down? Starfleet Academy is a big place, sir.
Cadet dorm facility, anywhere but the 602.
Aye, Captain.
On my mark. Energize. Helm, establish orbit. That report will have to wait. We're also not going near that party. I've had all the Nechayev I can take for one day. We're beaming down to the 602. Drinks are on the house.
How do you know that, Captain?
Don't worry, I guarantee it.
Oh. She's someone else's problem now. Thank God.
And that's it.
It was very refreshing to play a non-serious mission. I seriously don't think I've played one since pre-season 5.
Yeah, I needed a break from my own missions. I had to write something a little bit lighter that time. Although, you see the ship that's leaking over there in the distance?
Oh yeah, I do.
Yeah. If you go over there, that's my ship.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, USS Gilgamesh. Oh, and that's you.
That's me.
How can you be in two places at once?
Well, I'm not supposed to play my own mission. Like,
It's a temporal anomaly going on there. Do you want to read that? There's a pop-up dialogue with you on it.
oh, sure. Stupid plasma injectors. I'll tell you, you can't even go to and hide in engineering to sneak a smoke these days. These Starfleet types in there, we are superior. We have no vices. We're honest, perfect specimens. Nobody smokes anymore. They don't even grow tobacco on Earth anymore. What's the world coming to? I had to get this disgusting Bolian seaweed. It's the closest thing I could find. Then I started coughing and bumped into the coolant pressure relief valve. Where's the Marlboro man when you need him? Answer me that. Ah, boy.
An interesting Easter egg.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Is there any other secret Easter
I
eggs
think
put through
that's
your
it.
mission? That's
It's
it.
just a little joke that I threw myself
Right.
in there.
Yeah.
Huh.
But so what did everyone think of that then? I thought it was a pretty cool mission.
Yeah, I did too. Like I said,
Well, I,
it,
for one, thought it
definitely
was
was
great,
different
but-
than what I was expecting.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely
Actually,
different than what I
actually,
ex-
what you said at the beginning about putting a little bit of humor in, I think you pulled that off.
Oh, I do too.
Thanks. I tried. And I also tried to end up right near San Francisco, if you see the our position.
Oh, yeah. I can see the position of the Earth. There you go,
Yeah.
San Francisco.
Except for my guy who's out here in left field somewhere. He's flying around trying to figure out, go to the SO602 club again.
Woody Valley in the chat room says it's a great mission.
Oh, thanks, Woody.
And I wish they'd update this map. We've still got the old space dot there. If anyone wants to see it, look, there it is. On
Yeah.
the screen right now. Although I suppose you could like imagine that's a different space station. There must be more than one
Yeah.
around Earth.
Imagine, though. I mean, we've waited all this time. When did they change Earth space dock?
Last year, I think it was around the anniversary, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
It's been there for a year now.
Mm.
So what did you
Wow.
think, Phil Bones? What did you think of the mission?
It was my first time with voiceovers, so it was like 10 times as good as it probably would have been if I had have read it by myself. So it was really entertaining and enjoyable.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was. I enjoyed it.
Okay, so I think that's a good place to wrap everything up. That was Respect
Yeah.
for Your Elders by Captain P.F. Dennis. Thanks for joining us on the show.
Oh, thanks for having me. Thanks for
Obviously,
playing
you're
the
on
mission.
the show. Obviously, you're on the show every week because you're on Bite Size UGC. But
Yeah, well,
he's on here every week. And
Well, it was an honor for you guys to ask me. I really enjoyed it again. I look forward
Yeah.
to maybe doing it down the road again someday.
yeah, definitely. Thanks for coming back and
Thanks.
filling in for Bazag.
Thanks for having me
Happy
too.
to.
Yeah, thanks to Phil Bones for joining us as well. We always like to have guests on the show. And
Can't do an episode without an Australian.
Yeah, definitely. So there you go, everybody. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next week. Bye.
good night.
Good night.
Toots.